Hello everyone, Chef Kim here. Well, at the moment I am roasting a red pepper right over my gas stove, and I'm going to show you how to do the same. This is quite an easy procedure, and it's a lot cheaper and better than having a store-bought. And what you're trying to do is blacken the entire outside surface. Now what you want to have close at hand, besides a pair of tongs, is a plastic Ziploc bag, because as soon as it's done you're going to put it in that, close it up, seal it tight. It helps to steam it, and then the peel will come right off. So you put it in there for like a half an hour or so, and then you remove the peel and the seeds and you puree it or slice it, whatever you like to do. As always, heat your pan up before we start any saute dish. Add a little bit of olive oil. And the first thing we're going to do is cook off our chicken, which I've marinated, and these are chicken strips. It's always a good idea to marinate your chicken. It just adds great flavor to it. And as you can see, by heating the pan, it browns this chicken almost immediately. You just left the chicken white, the flavor is going to be half of what it would be if you brown it up. And if you leave the marinade out, then you're going to have an even blander chicken pasta. And these are little things you can do ahead of time too. Marinating it the day before works perfect. It's also a great preservative. This chicken's just about done. I'm going to pull it out of the pan, and then I'm going to add some of the other veggies. Now make sure when you do any of my recipes that you have everything done ahead of time. It's called mise en place. Makes the whole procedure go a lot better. Everything will just fall into place if you do it that way. It's a little bit quieter now. That sizzling chicken makes a lot of noise. So more olive oil. We're going to be cooking the portobello mushrooms, and like any mushrooms, they suck up all the oil. I'm going to put some leeks in first and some garlic. Once again, I have my heat on high or medium high. And we want to coat these mushrooms. Portabellos are a lot bigger than regular domestic mushrooms. Also make sure you slice them thin. And the other important part is make sure they're all the same. I mean, don't have some thin and some thick, because they're not going to cook evenly that way. That goes for any type of vegetable that you're cooking. Right, the mushrooms are nice and brown. And if there's any excess oil, go ahead and drain it off. I'm going to add the chicken back in. Here are the roasted red peppers. Don't those look great? And they're not super slimy like I feel like the ones you buy in the jar are. The peel comes right off. You can just run it under cold water, and the seeds come right out too. Another way you can do it is have a bowl of cold water, cut the pepper in half, and just put it all right into that bowl, and everything comes right out. I'm going to add some pesto. Must have pesto in here. And some capers with a little liquid. Some wine. Black pepper. Some salt. Some chicken broth. And then we can toss our pasta right in here. I like to put a little more salt on the pasta. Pasta is very bland on its own. And of course, once it's in here, it will absorb the saltiness somewhat, but always good idea for you to taste it, not to do it exactly as I do it on this demonstration. Now this is a nice healthy meal. You could add some heavy cream if you wanted to. I'm going to finish it with Parmesan cheese. You can put some on it here, and then I'll also put some more on top. We need a little bit of green. Always looking for color. Wow, does that look great? If you want this vegetarian, leave out the chicken. Maybe add some artichoke hearts instead. So that's the end of my demonstration on this delicious roasted red pepper, chicken, and portabello pasta. I hope you give it a try. Thanks everyone for watching. Happy cooking.